$1,370,615. As you know, we have that debt service assessment of $106,465. We also received $274,368 in July of 18, which we designated to be received in 2019-20, which helped everything out, and some additional state aid on debt service as well, which increased up to $234,364. One thing I wanted to bring up, which I brought up to the Finance Committee just before the meeting, was if they, being the state of New Jersey, had funded state aid without a cap, this year we would have had a state aid amount of $2,295,666, which is a difference of $940,903. Questions?
Nope.
Mr. Albert, is this on the website now, right?
No, it's not on the website yet. Additional decreasing enrollment. We talked about that with Finance Committee. Increasing general fund state aid, increasing debt service aid, additional staffing in the way of assistant coaches, some curriculum revisions, AP computer science program that we're very excited about, increased costs for health benefits, special education, tuition, salaries, the PERS liability, where we talked about liability being passed from the state to the school districts, and transportation costs, which we talked about in the committee as well. One of the major factors we talked about earlier in the committee was our enrollment. As you can tell by the slide, we are decreasing. We had started in 2009, 2010, 11. We started that upward trend, a little dip in 13, 14, and back up at 14, 15. And since 14, 15, we are steadily riding a roller coaster downhill to the point of where we are now below 1,500 students. When we look at our enrollment in the schools, the two are trending down. Hanover Park and Whippany Park, as you can see. Whippany Park is more of an up and down, where Hanover Park has a tendency to have a bunch of little hills in it. So what we do is we take the information from the elementary schools and we put it into Excel format and just replace the 12th graders with the incoming 8th grade class. We look at our enrollment figures when we get from the elementary schools. So about 85% of the elementary enrollment attend the high school. So we figure 15% are heading to non-public schools.
Mr. Albert, how much do we get new families moving in where they haven't been in our middle schools?
I don't know the answer to that, Mr. Herbert.
I finally stumped you. It took me 9 years.
Yeah. You know, we don't look into that. I just look at the total numbers. I don't look into why we're moving in and out.
Okay.
I will say this: you know, any new construction or new building, obviously, there's increased the chance of increasing enrollment. We talked a little bit about that in committee as well. But we're just looking. We just get the ASSA numbers. We don't go scratch the surface of it.
Okay.
Our projected enrollment, and just because of the way that we had to make the graph, it looks worse than it really is, but it's still, as you can see from the slide before, that downward trend where we're heading. When we look out to 21, 22 school year, we're looking at potentially being below 1,350 students. So yes, we're going from a high of over 1,600 in 14, 15 down to potentially below 1,350 in 21 and 22.
How is that projected? How do you work it out?
Well, like we get the enrollment figures from the middle school every year in October, as you're well aware of. We have to do a count of all the students in district. So what we do is we call up, Maria asked the elementary districts to send us their ASSA numbers, which is their certified student count. And what we do is we take that number and we multiply it multiply by a factor of 85% to get the number of students that come in. And what we do is we wind up simply, I put 9, 11, 12, and next year I move everybody down a year. So the 8th graders become the 9th graders, the 9th graders become the 10th graders, the 10th graders, the 11th graders become the 12th graders, and the 12th graders move off. And we just factor that and we move in a downward slant. So we get, pretty much from about the 5th grade, and we just move the 12th graders out, and the 8th graders in the following year. So that's how we work on our projection numbers.
And this trend will probably go up.
We're hoping that it goes up.
Because the main reason is, take Whippany, the whole Pine Plaza is going to be for housing. And if you look at the Informed Park, the automatic switch property, what's that going to be?
No low moderate income, that'll be 55 or older.
What's it? But how many acres?
That's low and moderate now.
It is not. It's low.
What's the new development behind the Afton right now?
The Afton is 17 units. I would project there'd be no school-age children from that group. There'll be, Florham Park is faced with 624 units of affordable in the borough. I've tried to mandate that most of them are 55 or older, no school-age children. The project up on Park Avenue is all 55 or older, condos, townhouses, residential, and the supportive housing that we're building up there as well. Passaic Avenue is the other story. We have another 166 units. 121 of them are one bedroom, which will afford less school-age children, but it's still going to have a factor on our demographics in town. As well, we were building a project on Columbia Turnpike, the Alfieri property that you've seen for years setting. That will afford 800 units of housing. I can't prescribe that one to be 55 or older. That will be what it is.
Which is,
So it'll be 800 units of mixed use, and approximately 130 of those would be low moderate income.
So to answer your question, any potential building that includes, potential for school-age children will cause that number
80%
to go in the other direction. So we talked a little
also
bit.
the Mondelez property,
Mhm.
yeah.
We talked a little bit we talked about that in committee as well, that the potential laws in the building would thus increase potential enrollment.
Mr.
Now-
Albert, if you would like, I can give you our statistics on what we deem is going to be our units of affordable,
Sure, that'd be
and those
great.
will be
Thank you.
coming to town.
And-
I'll get you a copy.
Yeah,
of
no
that.
problem, appreciate it immensely. So obviously, depending upon, obviously, 55 and older, most likely not have school-age children.
Will not. 19 or, 19 or
The
older.
only point that, and I have to tell you, I got this information from Mr. Gallagher, who's sitting in our audience, is when you have 55 and over, if they're from your community, they're coming from homes of 2, 3, 4 bedrooms.
Correct.
And then people with children will
Are
be
moving
moving
in.
into
There's
those
the
homes,
potential for
while
those.
these senior citizens or 55 and older are moving into these new developments.
The unfortunate aspect to that is most of those homes that they move out of get torn down and a big home gets built there with 5 bedrooms, 7,000 square feet,